Hello, welcome back. So today we are talking about something that can truly, truly change your life. And this is very near and dear to my heart because it's something that I've been working on for a very long time and it's not easy and I don't feel like it comes natural to anybody, especially me. And if you know me, you know that it doesn't come easy to me. I kind of have always been known as the girl with the RBF, resting bitch face. Once I decided to take part in the process of changing my mindset, I can say that my life truly changed. So today we're going to talk about that, what it is, and some practical tips for how you can do it to seriously just change your life. So stay tuned. First things first, we need to really understand the power of your mindset. So what is a mindset actually? So simply put, it is the collection of your beliefs and thoughts that shape the outlook that you have on your life. It really influences how you perceive challenges and opportunities. But the magical part about it is that it is not a fixed thing. You can change your mindset, you can shape it however you wish to. And that's really a super powerful thing. So I was a teacher for 13 years and we talked about mindset all the time. It was one of my favorite things to talk about because you think about these children as they're growing and really shaping their minds. Now, if we were that fortunate and we could do that now as adults, then that would be something like to really get behind, because knowing if you're waking up every morning and you're just dreading the day and just not feeling good in your life, in your skin, then knowing that you can really change it, kind of like when you were a child, when you were just learning everything about your environment, is so, so powerful. So with my students, I would talk to them every day about, hey, let's get in a place from the get-go, from the beginning of class, to where we are feeling good about our goals, about ourselves, about everything that's going on. What are some challenges that we've already faced coming in to the school day? And, years ago, my husband and I were both teachers at a very, very rough school. Like, the clientele was super tough. It was super ghetto. And these kids were facing challenges every single day. And they really had an excuse to have a mindset that was challenged from the get-go. But if we could really work on it, of course, they had to learn to trust us first, but we could get to a point with them where they can really reshape the way that they really think about everything that they do, new skills and all of that. So getting to a place where you can change and know that you can really manipulate your mindset is so, so powerful. There's a quote that I want to mention, and it says, if you really want to change, start with your mindset, attitude, and intentions, and how you speak to yourself. Real change really starts on the inside. I am not a person who am super cliche about everything, but really taking the time in the morning to look at some of these inspirational quotes and just remind myself, like, we all know these things deep down inside, how important it is to have a better mindset and change it, but it's just doing it that makes it tough. So putting into practice some of these things, and one of the things that I love to do is just really look at inspirational quotes in the morning, something to get me going so that I feel that I'm going to start my day better, and every day leads to every week and every year, and just making small changes that makes you a better person because you're getting to the root, and that is changing your mindset. So what are those limiting beliefs? And to me, it is kind of natural, like I said, to have these limiting beliefs. So many of us have these. It's those thoughts that really tell us we're not good enough, we're not smart enough, capable enough. The most important thing is to take those and I just identify them, because that's where the real work starts. Our next thing is to really start shifting to a growth mindset. So one powerful mindset is adopting a growth mindset. This is something that we taught to our kids all the time. It was huge. It's a belief that your abilities and intelligence are really growing through effort and learning. Obviously, that was something that was huge in school. And when you believe in your potential for growth, you're more likely to embrace challenges and see failures as opportunities for learning. I can tell you that my daughter, she's a kindergartner, and I know that they adopt this in classrooms all the time, especially in kindergarten. Like I said, very malleable when they are this age and they're just learning how to grow, how to learn, how everything. And each of them have a little card that's hanging up right outside their classroom for each child, and they have gone over what is something that you want to learn by the end of the year. And this is so simple, but when you really think about this is absolutely something that like we can apply to ourselves as adults. I think hers says to learn how to tie your shoe. And it's just a little thing, but it is something that, you know, hopefully at the end of the year, she can look at it and she can say, oh my gosh, I can't believe that I wasn't able to tie my shoe. Because literally every single thing we do for the first time, it's typically not easy and it doesn't come natural. I mean, look at, you know, obviously like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and, you know, not just basketball players, but every, you know, person out there who has really reached for the stars and shown some kind of success. They were never an expert at that the first day that they did it. So, you know, another example is my daughter, she asked me for some roller skates and I said, okay, let's do it. Got her some roller skates. Of course, she's 5 years old. She's tiny. She puts them on for the first time and just, you know, she can't hold her balance. She's just like kind of moving all over the place. And she was like, I don't want to wear these. And I said, listen, absolutely you are. Put them back on. We will learn through this and we'll learn how to do it. It's just not going to be easy at first. And obviously when you're told that, you're like, you know, screw you. But she took it in and she had so much tenacity with trying to learn how to do this. She kept those roller skates on for like, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half. That's a really long time for a 5-year-old. And she has made progress and she's doing great. And she's slowly, step by step, just feeling more and more comfortable. So she's learning that beginning mindset that she had that said, I can't do this, I'm scared, is slowly just changing into, she's growing into it. And that's a growth mindset for her, saying, I can't do this right now, but I can do hard things and I can do it in the future. So it's just amazing how many things that we can learn from our children and for our youth. But one of the most important things to do is to really shift your mindset to that growth mindset and understand that it might not be something that you can do right at this moment, but it is something that you can grow into and you can freaking conquer. All right, so now let's really get into the practical tips. Like, what do I do with all this information? And I know that I seriously watch videos, I listen to podcasts, I read books all the time, and sometimes it doesn't really sink in. So the practical tips are something that can be super helpful. So, and trust me that even if right at the beginning it doesn't come clear to you, just give it time and really like put yourself into it. And yeah, like I said, give it time. So one of the first things is, like I said before, is to have that self-awareness. So start by recognizing your current mindset and any negative self-talk. So awareness really is that first step to making a change. I mean, write them down if you want. Try to be conscious about things that you say, like about your body image or, just not accomplishing a task or money or what have you. Write down those things and how you really think about them. Just take a little inventory and then you can start just changing those into some positive affirmations and really make some progress. So the second thing is to really focus on positive affirmation. So when you replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations, then eventually you're going to be able to rewire your brain to start only thinking these ways and only thinking, it is not something that I can do now, but it's going to be something that I can conquer in the future. And really making sure that you're giving yourself grace and understanding that that's the way we work. That's the way humans are. It takes time. Number 3 is to visualize success. So you can use the power of visualization to see your goals and imagine your success. A good thing to do is to schedule out time in your day, preferably the beginning of the day is what I like to do, and really meditate and just think in your mind about what that success looks like for you. Picture it as you're closing your eyes. And the more and more you get your mindset into that, and that's for another video, and really working on visualization and affirmations and all of that, but the more and more you can really picture you meeting that goal, the more and more it will become a part of your reality. Athletes do this all the time. They sit and they visualize them winning the game, or, you know, beating someone in a race or whatever it is. And eventually you move it into reality. So visualizing is an excellent way to get past this. The fourth one is to embrace challenges. So welcome challenges as opportunities to grow and learn. This goes all back to like what I was saying about the kindergartners and the growth mindset, and really just embrace things that are tough. Put on those roller skates and get up. If you don't know how to do something, let me suggest watching a YouTube video, and guess what? You'll probably figure it out, but it's going to take lots of practice, and that is okay. Remember to give yourself grace. Another very important thing is to really surround yourself with positivity. Spend time with people who uplift and support you. I want you to think about this. This was something that came up the other day in church, actually. Our pastor was talking about this, and he said, when you leave conversations with family or friends, how do you feel? Do you feel happy, or do you feel burnt out, like it wasn't, you're not having great conversations? Because if you're not getting good feelings and you're not feeling inspired, then maybe you should not waste your energy on hanging out with those people, whether they're family or not. And if they're family and you don't want to ruin relationships, maybe talk to them about the fact that, I'm not getting good vibes. I'll tell you one thing that I have learned, and that is when I have that good energy, because it's not always, it takes work. It takes freaking work. I am not going to waste my time with people who are giving off bad energy. Like, I am so protective of my energy. It's taken a long time to get to like a really good place in here. And if somebody is battling that good energy that I have, then I'm just not going to spend time with them. I have earned the right to just not hang out with people that crush my energy, and I am super protective of it, and I strongly advise that you are protective of that good energy once you get to that point, if you're struggling to get there. So lots of practical tips that we can put into place here. I would love to take all of these things and just kind of separate them and make extra videos, because there is so much that goes into this mindset work. But once you get there, once you work on it, it will be life-changing. I promise you that. If you got something valuable from this, please like, comment, share, and hit that subscribe button. It really helps to, boost the algorithm and all of those things. But I would sure appreciate it, and I appreciate you watching and staying to the end of the video. Remember, changing your mindset is something that really takes time and practice, just like roller skating, for example. But the results are definitely worth it, because it's going to change your life. You can really transform your life in incredible ways. So get to that point where you are working on changing your mindset and being a good place. Do it with me. Come back. Let's talk about it. Let's do it. Okay. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Stay tuned.